We begin on the Nation newspaper this morning. And on the Nation, economy grew or recorded fastest growth in nation or fastest growth in 2024, says World Bank. Did you feel that the economy grew in the year 2024? Fastest? As a resident of Nigeria or as a Nigerian, do you really feel that way? Maybe the economy really does not think the way most of us are thinking. Anyways, in other developments, Wike Fubara came to me with two APC governors. JAMB opens probe into UTME glitches. Security under Tinubu, key gains, emerging challenges. And we also have on the Nation this morning, FEC OK's plans to reduce costs of medicines, create jobs, with the writer Medipool to drive down cost, improve access to high-quality pharmaceutical products. PDP governors rally to hold party together. All the details you can find on the Nation newspaper. Now we're moving over to the Nigerian Tribune. On the Nigerian Tribune this morning, World Bank, Nigeria's economy needs to generate better jobs and reduce poverty. All right. Well, it's the same World Bank that said that the economy grew by some percentage in 2024. It says the Nigerian economy needs to generate better jobs and reduce poverty. And with the writer, commends Nigeria's growth trajectory, says economy recorded fastest growth in about a decade in 2024, wants pace of growth to accelerate further, projects inflation to fall to average to 0.1% in 2025. JAMB engages IT experts to review 2025 UTME. Wabara declares PDP revival as BOTS inaugurates new members. Federal government raises 1.093 trillion naira via Sukuk to fund infrastructure development, says DMO. Wike warns PDP over 2027 presidential tickets, says Fubara visited him with two APC governors. Wike warns PDP over 2027 presidential tickets, says Fubara visited him with two APC governors. Federal government to overhaul underperforming discos. All right. Tax reform bills, reps set up conference committee to harmonize with Senate. UK ends overseas social care visas in major immigration shakeup. Unijobs Professor Piwona succeeds Osodeke as ASU president. All the details you can find on the Nigerian Tribune. On the Punch this morning, why Tinubu will defeat PDP again in 2027, says Wike. Saraki heads 7-man PDP reconciliation panel. Why Tinubu will defeat PDP again in 2027. Oil drilling to resume in the north, says NMPCL. Restructuring. Federal government deploys special teams to underperforming discos. Still on the Punch, 54.9 trillion naira budget. Federal government, World Bank at odds over funding strategy. With the writer, bank fears government may resort to CBN emergency funds, fault budget parameters, and ministers counters. Still on the Punch newspaper this morning, Bielsa set to immortalize Clark amidst tributes from Jonathan and Deary. UK unveils plans to slash annual immigration by 100,000. Lagos APC aspirants protest today over LG primaries. Push to crash drug prices gains fake approval. Push to crash drug prices gains Federal Executive Council approval. All the details on the Punch this morning. All right. On the Guardian, freight forwarders write Tinubu as cartels sell e-call-up code for 400,000 naira. Freight forwarders write Tinubu as cartels sell e-call-up code for 400,000 naira. US-China agreed to roll back tariffs for 90 days. Edo governor seeks arrest of Neo-Black Movement President Ese Kako. World Bank admits Nigeria's economic progress, says prices remain high. UTME jam to address technical issues as 8,391 candidates threaten class action. WAEC candidates anxious as IPOB declares sit at home on May 30 in the southeast. WAEC candidates anxious as IPOB declares sit at home on May 30 in the southeast. Suspension. Court hears contempt other applications in Natasha's suit today. NNPCL to resume oil drilling in North as production threatens 2025 budget. 2027 amid pushback, zoning complaints, others, PDP explores reconciliation. Federal government to overhaul underperforming discos amid lingering IBEDC takeover. Lagos Labour Party suspends chair, dissolves ward executives as Abure faction tackles OT. All the details on The Guardian this morning. On the Daily Trust newspaper this morning, expect electoral reforms before 2027, INEC chair. Well, this electoral reform, I hope it wouldn't contain or wouldn't improve on what we have had. We wouldn't have to speak of issues relating to glitches. And on this Daily Trust still, Demagom's tenure, National Secretary position threatened PDP neck convention. Flying Eagles dethrone Senegal, qualify for World Cup. World Bank queries NNPCL's remittance of subsidy proceeds. Boko Haram launches attack on another military base in Borno. Bandits abduct 5 persons from Plateau markets. We will continue oil search in the north, says Ojulari. Man sentenced to death for killing friend over cap. And on the Daily Times newspaper this morning, 2027, doom awaits PDP without reform, says Wike. Labour Party begs Tinubu to rein in Governor Oti over alleged threats to Abure NWC members. Labour Party begs Tinubu to rein in on Governor Oti over alleged threats to Abure NWC members. Okay, it's interesting. Labour Party is just in the news for just the wrong reasons, really. Fubara can decide for Rivers whether or not to return as governor. Resident speaks. Fubara can't decide for Rivers whether or not to return as governor. 4 die over cholera outbreak in Plateau Village. West Africa security and political economy. Saraki 7-man committee to organize PDP NEC meeting May, National Convention August. Insecurity, Opebalo escalates war against cultism. All the details you can find on the Daily Times newspaper. So we're back to the table where Chris Maduka is waiting in the wings for some of the interesting headlines out of the dailies this morning. Chris, good to have you. Good morning.
Good morning, Charles. And good morning, the Globe watching.
So it's interesting. The World Bank is saying that the economy grew. The growth of the economy was the last quarter of the year 2024, and it looks good for us because they are also seeing the upticks in 2025. How do you react to that?
Well, the World Bank has spoken, and it's unfortunate it's only World Bank that's telling us what's happening in Nigeria. From far away where the World Bank is, though they have the office here, but the office they have in Nigeria is not is only, I think, probably the spy glass, a spy lens of World Bank to spy on Nigeria and tell us when we are due to go to toilet. They say, hey, Nigeria, you can go to toilet now. But what is happening to our agencies that are in charge of our economy? They are not telling us nothing. If IMF did not tell us, World Bank did not tell us, no, Nigeria, we have NBS, Nigeria Bureau of Statistics. They don't tell us anything. So World Bank has spoken again. Nigeria, good luck, congratulations. Your economy is growing. But we are here. We have not seen any signs of growth anywhere. Where is this growth? The banks who are laundering money in circulation that are pushed by corrupt politicians to make the one they are smiling and declaring billions and trillions. Why Nigerians are suffering? Is that growth? You know, I don't understand. If you do not take charge and do your own thing, strangers will always come to tell you how this is. Why is it that the World Bank is in every time? Before we wake up, World Bank will tell you your economy has grown. And we sit and wake up. How much is fuel being sold in the street of Nigeria today? What is the indices for measurement? But what all this trash they put here, nobody can explain. How do Nigerians understand this? What is this that they put here? And the World Bank is said. I think shame should catch us. This is getting annoying every time you wake up. If IMF did not say, World Bank will say, G34 will say, is this, are they the ones running this economy?
Chris Maduka was just so angry that the World Bank is the organization that is telling us what to do and how to run our own country. But it's really an interesting position that you're taking there. But even then, World Bank has statistics even much more than your NBS.
That's an error. It's error. Can a yam begin to prune from the tail? You live in your house. Somebody whose office is far away, somewhere in Geneva or somewhere I don't know, is telling you how you wake up and how you sleep. Before you wake up in your house to come here, he has told you, then something is wrong. Especially with our economy. Why are they not telling us how many people that died in Plateau? Why are they so much interested in our economy? And they just be moving us like we're just pawn in the chessboard of World Bank and these economic world powers, and the Nigerians establishment are not seeing it. It's high time we begin to take this thing so serious. What for wake up and tell you the economy is not grown? It's we Nigerians that know whether our economy grow or not. Let them not confuse us, because the next morning now they will tell you the thing has slammed again. That means we go this way. We become economic, what they call it, mulattoes. Hey, this way you go today. Hey, this way you fall back today. Let Nigerians sit on the economy, know when they grow, when they come back. And they take charge of how to make it either grow, or we take the choice of sliding back. I wonder what's their interest. There's so much money they keep giving corrupt politicians, they borrow it, throw it in here, and they will be writing it for us. All the generation of children in Nigeria, 20 generations just to come and owe World Bank. That's why they will not wait for us to wake up before they tell us whether you've grown or you have leaned. Something is wrong. That's only my stand. And those eggheads, the economic professors, the only ones working in the Ministry of Finance, and all the ones in charge of our external economy and all that, are sitting there. World Bank is telling us how, and they are not ashamed. For once, when will Nigeria get ashamed and take charge? For once, and perform. If Nigeria has released, if MBS has released this thing, me and you will be talking. I am tired of discussing World Bank. What World Bank say about Nigeria? What did Nigeria say about the economy? That's more important. And that's what we should take more serious. Then we put it side by side with what World Bank say, IMF, and then balance it up. If we depend on only from seeing Nigeria from their side, from the way they see Nigeria, something is wrong. And it means we cannot grow.
Absolutely. Expect electoral reforms before 2027. INEC chair speaks.
Who is the INEC chair?
You don't know the INEC chair?
No, I've forgotten. You know, as a Christian father, we have this telecom. I don't want to mention any brand. It comes and goes. So I've forgotten who is the INEC chair. Charles, help me. Don't bring me out. We're on live television.
Are you asking me based on that?
No, I'm asking that I've forgotten who the INEC chair is.
What has that got to do with the reform?
Is the INEC chair they say that we expect a reform? Is it not what you quoted?
Mahmoud Yakubu.
Oh, Mahmoud Yakubu. It has been long I didn't hear him say anything. He's still the chairman of INEC. Oh, thank you, Charles. It takes two to tango. Thank you for that reminder. So he has told us, Nigerians, be expectant. Mahmoud has said that we should expect electoral reform. Good luck, INEC. Good luck, Nigerians. You are making progress. When reform is reform, I mean, we are moving up. Reform. Reform. INEC, reform. We're expecting it. Let what happened in the recent past not happen in the recent. Of course, that's why someone like me forgot who is the chairman of INEC. Because when you shit on your way to market, when you are returning, giant flies will welcome you. I am not sure that INEC people have not shit on their way to market. I don't know what they expect when they say reform. Everybody will shout. If they have done very well in the recent past, if they say anything, everybody will get interested. I have forgotten we have electoral commission. I have. Even whoever is the, I think yesterday I saw in the, when I flipped through that some 2 new rec have been sworn in. They are welcome. It is 2027 political soup that Nigerians are cooking. We don't know who will chop it. There's nothing they've not put inside. Yesterday I was telling you, there's nothing they've not put inside this soup. We have apple crop. We have PD crop. We have apuga crop. We have, there's nothing, we use one squid from NNPC. We have, all political parties in Nigeria are just cooking in one pot. And they say too many cooks spoil the broth. Now INEC is expecting reform. It's the same soup they're going to, when the political parties cook finish, INEC will reform. As at the last time, when they used to measure high in my memory, they were telling us that they are political umpire. The young people who are in school these days, the teachers should begin to teach them the difference between referee, umpire, and INEC. Because there's quite a lot of difference. They have told us reform. Who reforming using the stakeholders, or INEC sit down with the new appointed recs and all the people cook up and reform our electoral system with approval of what? Are they independent, as they say? Because they have never been independent, they're supposed to be. Independent National Electoral Commission. That's what we are told they are. They cook reform and reform. So we are waiting. I can't stop their reform. I'm only saying, in the past, reforms have not worked. In the last how many years in Nigeria, no reform we have seen. The reform that God told us we had high hopes in 2023. What did the INEC reform got us? Beavers that worked in senatorial election, didn't work in presidential.
Yeah, he's due to finish his tenure by October this year.
You know what happened? The tenure, he should be finished. And of course, he has performed very well, so he should be given a second term. Our people say, when you do good work, the reward is more work. So we are not here, we are not the person who appointed him. Whoever is the chairman of INEC, he will finish his tenure, and good luck to him. Good luck. The history we write about the tenure of this particular chairman of INEC and what happened during his time. They should be there. If they are not there, their generations will be there to read their history of their grandfathers, what they did. Nigerians, soldier go, soldier come. The barrack remains. That's easy. Even me, shouting here, I will go. Someday somebody will write my history. But I don't think the people here managing our establishments in Nigeria know about it. That's only my worry. They act as if there's no tomorrow. Remember that some of the problems we are suffering in Nigeria may be that some fathers ate grapefruit and their children are now having their teeth on edge. It's an error. It should be get to the time where if you sow, you reap. You don't sow and keep it for your grandchildren and grandchildren to reap. Sow and reap. I want to plead with God to make all of Nigerian establishment authorities to reap whatever they sow. If they've done good, God will reward them with the best excellent thing in life. But if they've done bad, let them take it back. 100 million folds. Fold over. Spilling, like the Bible said, if you bring your tithe in the house of God. God will fill your basket, overfill it, and He will roll it over. He will look for tankers and trailers. Not the ones that somersault at 90 miles. The ones that will take you all that you gather to take you to your house. That is life. And that's what I stand for. Whatever you sow, you reap. And Nigerians are here. Some of them have given up. They are waiting for people to sow what they reap.
Absolutely. All right. So
NNPCL to resume oil drilling in the north as production threatens. Well, I think it's good. What happens to the other mineral resources in the north? As at the last count, about 34 mineral resources in Nigeria, 24 of them are buried in the heart of northern Nigeria earth. And we will spend, you use 1 billion to drill oil in the north, where there are some low-hanging fruits of minerals we can, you know. When they use billions to carve their teeth, how much will they get when they laugh? Nigerians are not saying the truth. If we are really planning an economy, there is what we call comparative advantage, and it has to do with economy and locations. There are people, the oil has been there in the south with their whole problem. They will look in where we have agriculture, we look in where we have marine economy, we look in where we have other mineral resources under the earth, and then begin to put all of them together to develop Nigeria. It's like we're not telling ourselves the truth, because I've heard in other camps that some people hid in their own mineral resources, and everybody is looking for you to look. Once they finish, they now, at that time, that is. If you want a one Nigeria, remove these biases that have divided Nigeria deeply, and we are pretending we are one Nigeria. That is our problem. And then probably Niger Delta oil, when it dries up, we'll look for other mineral resources to begin to develop. At that time, if the Chinese has left anyone left for us, we will see them.
How you brought in Chinese is what I don't get.
When the mining of our minerals, haven't you seen? We review newspapers here. I don't forget that one. My memory does not fail me in that. I know that they say the Chinese are controlling the mining sector in Nigeria legally and illegally. And we have people who are working with them, and Nigerians. Sometimes Oshomolo said the retired generals are working with the Chinese to make but these are things Nigeria, the history, and nobody has said anything. So God bless Nigeria, Charles.
Right.
Because our time for this session is up. Thank you.
All right. Appreciate you, Chris, as always. We're back shortly after the short break. To stay with us.
Save Nature TV. News in your pocket.